Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I want to talk about a very interesting lesson that I've learned over the years. I want to talk about the importance of lowering your expectations, the benefits that you get from lowering your expectations, what we expect the world to do for us, what we expect ourselves to do for ourselves. There are some benefits. It's very good to set your expectations very high, but if you're not careful, it can frustrate you, and it can also discourage you. It can discourage you from being consistent in doing what works. If you are here for the first time, my name is Nerissa, and I am a mom to 3 children. One of my children is on the autism spectrum. And when I come here on this YouTube channel, basically, I'm sharing my life experiences, my lived experiences as a mom to an autistic individual. He's 12 now. He was diagnosed about 9 to 10 years ago. So we have lived in the awareness of his diagnosis for about 10 years. And today I want to talk about the importance of lowering your expectations. And we will go through some of the things that I've seen that are benefits of lowering your expectations when it comes to life in general and parenting a special needs child. The things that can save you from frustration, things that can save you from being bitter, things that can save you from discouraging yourself already on things that you are doing well. If you are not careful, you can end up discouraging yourself. And the first one that I want to talk about, the advantage of lowering your expectation, is that there is less disappointments when you lower your expectation, and you become also very realistic. It's very rare for you to be disappointed if you are being realistic. When you talk about being realistic, we are talking of considering your circumstances, being real with your circumstances, your resources, your capacity, the things that you can handle, the pressure that you can handle, the resources that you have to explore things that you want to explore yourself or even for your child. So those are some of the things that you can be guaranteed that you're going to have less disappointments. For example, if we talk of the support system, if you know your resources does not allow you to be venturing into this kind of assistance, help, or therapy, you then work with what works. Maybe you will start working on doing the YouTube. You go to YouTube, you search some of the therapy sessions that you can do at home. Or if you are affording less therapy sessions than you were supposed to be attending, make sure that when you go for that 1 or 2 sessions that you go to, you pay attention closely, pay very close attention, so that you are in a position to go home and practice exactly what the therapists were doing with your child. Also, for things like physio, for those with children that do physio, observe, be involved in those physio activities, so that when you are back home, you put in the same efforts, the same practices, you do the same exercises. Again, with any skill development, whether you want your child to develop the fine motor skills, you want them to develop the cognitive skills, the reading, the paying attention, you need to be then consistently practicing those things at home, so that you don't sit back and say, I wish I had resources, I wish my child had more access to the therapist, I wish my daughter had access to this and this and this. So you reduce your expectations, at the same time doing what is practical, what is within your control. Because when you focus on what is within your control, you become less frustrated. And you actually start counting your blessings, because we are working with what you have. Then, number 2 advantage of lowering your expectations is you have reduced the stress. You are at peace with what is there. You are comfortable with what is there. In as much as it might not be enough, it might not be adequate to meet your child's needs, but you're working, you're exhausting what you have. the means that you have to help your child get their needs met. You exhaust the means that you have. Also, stop worrying about others meeting high standards. If you are not meeting those standards, stop worrying about other people. They are not you and you are not them. Get worried about your circumstances. What I have learned also, the other benefit of lowering your expectations, you actually establish healthier relationships. It can be expectations of the support that you are expecting from other people. If you lower your expectations, you give people grace. You will understand if they cannot help you. You will understand that people also have got other things they cannot help you at that particular time. So you need to develop that attitude of lowering your expectation. If you're looking for help, you're looking for assistance, and people say no or not now, do not then think, oh, they don't care, oh, they don't like me. No, it's not always like that. Sometimes people are busy at that particular time. And as you do that and you understand that, you lower your expectation and make this clear to yourself that this is not about me. Their reaction or their response or their unavailability has got nothing to do with me. It's about them and what is happening in their life. Sometimes people are not available, not because they don't want to be available to you, but because they are busy. I once saw a quote that says, we are all adults. People are busy. People are not ignoring you. People are not avoiding you. They are actually just busy. So sometimes just tell yourself that. You will realize that some of the people you think they're avoiding you, it won't even ruffle your feathers. It won't even get under your skin, because you are just telling yourself they could be busy. Maybe they are just tied up, or maybe they are tired, they need to rest. Give people grace. And by doing that, you establish very healthier relationships. At some point, especially at the early stages of my son's diagnosis, I felt like people owe me support. People owe me to be supporting me every time. But then I later learned that that does not work like that. I reduced my expectations. In as much as people want to support you, they are busy. In as much as people want to support you, they have also other important things to do. You are not the most important person in everyone's life. In fact, if there's somebody you must be important to, it should be to yourself. I should make myself the most important person to myself, and not expect other people to make me the most important person. Because as you do that already, you are raising your expectation and you are setting yourself up for frustration. You are setting yourself up for toxic relationships, because you're going now to be pushing people. And some of the people you will be trying to push, thinking you're pushing them closer, you end up pushing them away. So manage your expectation. Lower your expectations about people. Lower expectations from people. Let people do what they can at the time that they can, without you pushing them. In pushing, you might end up pushing them away completely. Also, the other thing that I've learned is that as you lower your expectation, you become also very empathetic. I remember I told one of my friends that when I text someone or when I call someone and they don't respond, my first instinct is that they are busy. My first instinct is that, maybe they saw the message, but they were just too busy to respond. I don't take that personal unless they make it very clear that they don't want to talk to me, unless they make it very clear that they are actually avoiding me. I always assume people are busy. People have other important things to do than attend to me. And that has helped me not to get offended by a lot of people's responses. And when people respond the way they respond, I always tell myself, it's not about me. It's about them. It's about how they respond to circumstances and situations. It's about how their world is. Their perception is shaped by their circumstances, not by my circumstances. And with that as well, it takes us to the next benefit, which is you realize that you get less conflict. Because you are letting go of unrealistic demands. You are making your demands from people very realistic. You are making something that if these tables were to turn and they were to ask you to do the same thing, you will be comfortable to do it. So whatever now you expect from people is what you can do with easy if they are to ask you to do the same thing. And the other benefit is that you grow as a person because you are focusing on your own development. You are not making your development somebody's responsibility. That is one of the things that you benefit as a parent to a child with special needs. You work on your personal development. You develop emotionally. You develop as well intellectually, and you develop socially. Your interactions develop because you are now a person who approaches life, who approaches people, who approaches relationships from an understanding perspective, not only a perspective of wanting to be understood, and not only a perspective where you want people to make sense of what you are going through, but you don't want to make sense of what they are going through. You want people to understand everything else about your circumstances, but you don't want to be understood. So what I'm saying is you lower expectations from other people. You also grow because you are focusing on yourself. Everything becomes about you understanding, you being more open-minded, you being open to correction and also to learning from other people. And the other lesson that I've learned over the years is your communication develops. You start communicating better because you have managed your expectations. You reduce misunderstandings. Some of the misunderstandings that we end up getting involved in are just caused by us expecting too much of people. Sometimes we forget that those people are just human beings, just like me and you. Sometimes we forget that these people are also going through, they only have their plates full of things that need their attention. We forget that they also have desks full of work that needs their attention. They also have got a lot of paperwork. They also have things going on behind the scenes that they don't tell us about. So you become more flexible and you communicate better with people and you adapt to situations more easily because you have lowered your expectations. Then the last thing that I want to talk about is the inner peace. The inner peace that comes with lowering your expectations from other people. When you lower your expectations, when you live with what you can make out of your resources, you free yourself from judgment and frustration. Most of the things I have learned over the years, most of the things that were frustrating me, especially about my son's diagnosis, was what people think, what people say. And it was just about chasing validation. It was just about chasing being understood. But then I realized I need to lower my expectations. I need to lower my expectations and expect myself to be responsible for how I'm feeling. Reduce your expectations. Lower your expectations. That is my encouragement to you today as a parent with special needs. Lower your expectations from the society. Lower your expectations even from your own child who has got special needs. Accept them at the stage that they are and move with them one step at a time. Take responsibility for the support that you are supposed to give them. Whoever is going to support you will support you as you go. I'm so excited to hear from you. I would love to hear your feedback. What do you think is important about expectations to you? What were your expectations when your child was diagnosed with autism? And how has those expectations peeled off? What has been the experience of you raising that child? How many things that you were expecting have you met so far? How many things that you were expecting from society is society fulfilled from you? From other different social groups? What has been your experience? I would love to hear from you. And thank you very much for watching. Please do let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And I'm going to be sharing with you, my son, the oldest son, wrote a book about autism. It's called Care by Default. If you want more information about autism and where you can get a glimpse of our experiences with supporting our son who is on the special needs, who is autistic. My eldest son wrote this book. It's called Care by Default. It's an autism awareness book where the siblings' perspective are unveiled. His name is Gracious Mnemba, and he wrote this book when he was 12 years of age, 2 years ago, and he just narrates his experiences, the things that he has learned also. And do let me know if you want the book. I will connect with me, and I will connect with you and see how we can get the book to you. Thank you very much. Please remember to subscribe, to share, and also to comment. Let us know what you think about this topic that we have been covering in this video. Thank you very much. Goodbye.